So here we are, guys. This was actually my initiation round. So this is between me and DD Daimyo Elgreeko. So Greeko is, I think, the third in command in the DD clan. This was literally the match I decided, yeah, I'll be part of the DD clan. So I thought it'd be a cool match to show you guys, and it's a fairly recent style of Vendetta play. So we're going to be playing on the Lowlands map. And quickly go over the army. So what have I decided to bring? So Naginata Attendants, Yari Samurai, Nodachi, Lone Sword, Marathon Monks, along with Matchlock Samurai, Naginata Attendants, Matchlock Ashigaru, Light Cav, and some Fire Cav as well. Oh, holy crap, I've actually got a lot of Cav on this side. So I've got some Yari Samurai to support these units. There's 2 more Light Cav there, 2 Yari Cav, and then General's Bodyguard. So this is a more typical build which I generally like to bring more or less now. Although probably the changes I would make, I'd probably swap that Ashigaru unit out for a Samurai unit, and then I'd probably change up these sword units for Naginatas as well, or maybe a Yari Samurai. But anyway, let's go look at what Elgreeko's bought. So he's bought Naginata Warrior Monk, Fire Cav, Naginata Warrior Monk, Yari Cav, Light Cav, he's got some Naginata Warrior Monks as well, Naginata Samurai, Yari Samurai, along with his general, who is a melee gen, so he's stacked very, very heavily there. Sword Attendants, Naginata Attendants, Sword Attendants, and then some Mounted Dicks, of course. So, let's go look at what we're fighting over. Morale Shrine, Farmhouse, and the Workshop. And this is what I like about more competitive kind of play, is that the armies are very, very spread out. Because before, when I first started, or before I started to play with more competitive builds, I would stack very, very heavy Katana Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monks, that's what I'm trying to say. So, and they'd all be very condensed. They'd all literally just be in the centre of the field here, with like 2 Yari Cav on the side. That doesn't give you enough units or enough kind of variety to deal with a lot of stuff. So, because any good RTS player, no matter what game you're playing, if they bring a good variety of units, they generally will win. Because if you stack very heavily on one unit, you generally won't do very well. So for example, if you stack a very hero orientated, I can't even speak today. If you bring a very hero heavy army, you won't win because you haven't got the numbers there. If you bring like all, I don't know, let's say Boashigari won't win, obviously. If you bring all Naginata Warrior Monks, yeah, possibility you could win, but most likely you won't, because you won't be able to counter every situation there is. So for example, if you went against a very skirmish heavy army, you would lose quite heavily. So any good RTS player will bring a good variety of unit, a good I want to say compilation of units. Would that even work? I don't even know. So let's go look at the cavalry engagement. So I'm going to be charging off here. I think he had a bit of a micro lapse. Managed to get his light cav with a Yari cav. Not the best idea ever, because that's generally why you want light cav. And he's just going to exchange with poor micro with me. I also had very bad micro, and I'm going to be taking this light cav around the back, try and hit these mounted gunners. Yes, I will be. And my general's at the back there. I think I've actually got a bit of a hybrid with ranged, morale, and melee. And my fire cav is going to be losing there against his fire cav. Not really sure why that is. That's why, because... Oh wait, why is my cavalry losing? My cavalry has got the better stats, so I'm not entirely sure why they're losing just there. But I'm pretty sure I probably just got countercharged or something. So our cavalry is kind of duking it out. I'm kind of losing on this side, but I'm kind of winning on this side. Like I'm going to have a micro lapse. I did manage to take out 22 of his mounted gunners. He's calling the Yari Samurai, so I need to pull these guys out ASAP. And it looks like we may be initiating into a kind of melee fight over on this side. So I really need to get my general over. He's going to get a good shot on my light cav. I'm going to be pulling out away from these Yari Samurai. And these units here are now free to roam. They're kind of blocking me from reinforcing my army, which is not good, especially when I think I've got lone sword units. You always want to have your general close by if you've got lone sword. Very, very good if you bring a lot of them, but of course they've got very bad morale. And my Yari Samurai all the way over here, which I'm not even sure why they're over there. I think I forgot about them. I thought that his army, his cav would be over here trying to take this workshop, but they didn't, so I kind of forgot about these guys. I do remember them right at the end. And it looks like I managed to break through his army. Got Marathon Monks there charging straight the way through, picking up 14 kills, but they are losing heavily. And he has got a unit over here I think he might have forgotten about as well. So our micro was not the best in this match. However, we are still playing pretty decently considering how widespread everything is. I'm going to take my Yari Samurai around the back I'm going to get charged. All my Nodachi are going to get charged, which is never ever good. You never want that situation because they have only got one defense normally, but I think because I got the defense shrine slightly higher, going to be getting a back charge here with the Yari Samurai. However, he is going to countercharge that with some Naginata Warrior Monks, and my general is now going to come in and try and clean up these matchlock Warrior Monks before they can actually get any damage on. And I'm going to pull up my Ashigaru here to try and face any units I think he's got. So I think it's Yari Samurai. So I should have had these guys actually turn the other way, shooting at the backs of my men. That probably would have gone better because I have got that Nodachi unit. And these Marathon Monks are now beginning to break. Got 70 kills there, which isn't too bad, but you kind of expect them to get a bit more for the price that you do pay. And at this point I do remember, oh shit, I've actually got a Yari Samurai unit. I probably should be using them. So the switch does flick on in my head there, and I'm going to be pulling over my Matchlock Samurai. I want to try and prevent these guys from coming back, but in all honesty, it's not going well at all. My units are churning up these Monk Cav and these Warrior Monk units. And these Naginata Lieutenants are not going to do very much against these Yari Samurai, and I'm going to try and pull back these Ashigaru once I realise my mistake. I should have put them this way to begin with, and his Monk Cav should be able to wreck my Matchlock Ashigaru up. So we still got hold of the shrine, so it's not too bad. We haven't got hold of the farmhouse, but we have got hold of the workshop. Oh, we don't even have hold of the workshop, really? That could have won me the whole game, just saying. That could have won me the whole game. But we're going to be fighting out just a little bit longer, and it's looking pretty darn desperate. So as Naginata attendants of mine are going to try and support these Ashigaru. These Ashigaru are actually not doing too badly against these Naginata Warrior Monk Cav. They're actually making these monks route, which is incredible. And I was kind of crapping myself because I realised halfway through the game, okay, he's forgotten about his Yari Cav. Don't say anything. And so I was kind of banking on the fact that he wouldn't notice, so I could start peppering away at my Matchlock Samurai, because I could win this purely on kiting. I mean, my general's still alive. I've got enough units to hold him in place while I get some good shots off. And of course, I've got my Yari Samurai charging back as well. I'm going to charge these guys backwards to try and counter these Yari Samurai, I think. Well, I've got no penalty against spears, so that would be the wise thing to do. Yeah, there you go, Vendetta. Oh, no. Nope, apparently they do have a penalty against spears, and I'm going to get wrecked. So my general just gets absolutely annihilated, and these Ashigaru are going to be routing momentarily. However, I have still got my Matchlock Samurai there, and of course I've got my Yari Samurai in the distance. So let's see what we can do, if we can pull this back from the kind of jaws of defeat there. Oh, no we can't, because he's now got his Yari Cavalry coming in, and they're going to yeah, let's just watch this. Bang. So these guys just got sandwiched by monks and Yari Cavalry, which is never good. You never generally want that to happen to your units. And the shrine is still mine, surprisingly. So if I were him, I would have capped this by now. And I'm trying to get the farmhouse because these guys are winded. I do not want them to be winded while I do that. And I did actually capture the workshop as well with these guys, I think. So I have still got a whole unit left of these, and they are now fresh. But so there would be an extremely small chance that I could win this. But of course, because my morale is just so low and he's pretty much got the shrine away from me, there is no hope for me, and my guys do eventually rout. So that was a cool battle. I thought I'd show you that because it was actually the first time I properly started talking to the DD guys, and Elgreeko was like, yeah, you should come and join DD. I think you'd be pretty good there. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then later on I was going to go play my match against Ghost, and he's the second in command, and I almost beat him. It was so close. And I wish I actually recorded or just kind of got the replay from that, because it was such a good battle. But I did unfortunately lose that one as well, but only so narrowly. So I did manage to lose. God, I can't talk. Lose these very, very narrowly. So skill levels were very, very evenly matched, and I made several mistakes in this, but Elgreeko also made a couple of mistakes. I think we both made some micro errors and leaving units behind, but hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll go to the results screen as always. Alright guys, here we are. So it looks like I deployed 200 more men than him. That could have been down to the Lone Sword Ashigaru, would not surprise me. So I'm just pouring my cup of water here. My goblet of water, bitch. There we go. And so I actually killed a lot less men than him, so that's what, 300 less men than him. However, we did seem a lot more evenly matched than this. So let's go over. I see you did pretty decent. Actually, my general got a lot of kills. 141 kills is not bad. My Dachi swag, they got 130 kills. Marathon monks, I think as we get on below this, it's kind of a lost cause. I didn't use the unit's best in my ability. I really did not get the best engagements out of my units. So, for example, the no Dachi, they're getting charged by Negneta attendants. I'm not sure if I used the Banzai either, which would have had a big impact. But Greeko, wow, just look at these Naginata Warrior Monks. Beast in there, 200 kills apiece. That's basically got, I think, what is that? About a third of his kills. Just these two units got a third of his kills. Naginata Samurai doing very, very well. These Warrior Monks actually getting double what they deployed, which is always very nice. And these Fire Cav, not doing the greatest, but they did manage to get rid of my far superior Fire Cav, because I remember that his, I think melee attack was about 15 and mine was 21, so it was well played there. And his mounted gunners, I managed to shut those guys down pretty early, only getting 60 kills, and that was mainly on light cav, I think. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been a pretty cool battle. Hopefully I can view more of these. And again, go send any cool Shogun 2 replays off to